All right, let's get then. Vámonos. Salud.
Salucita.
Salud. Let's go.
Vamos.
Let's get it.
Toca MLS.
MLS all day, baby.
Pa' que vean.
All day.
All day.
All day. So bonus episode part 2, folks, of the MLS transfers episode that we did
Western Division.
Western Conference.
Conference.
Last week we did, I get it right. Last week we did Eastern Conference. We did 15. This week is 14. So va a estar más papita el episodio.
For real.
Más calmada la cosa. Más chill, ¿no?
Más chévere.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, in all honesty, just when I was going through them, the Eastern Conference brought a lot more players, a lot better players, a lot more stacked players, a lot more talented players, a lot bigger money.
Just the West is better, bro.
But I know the Eastern Conference is, in my opinion, so much more stacked. Just the names are better. We'll start with Austin FC, and they got nobody. No traen nada. Just to give a little bit of a recap of what it was last season, first place for the West was St. Louis City in their first season, right? They really stacked their team, and they brought a really powerhouse squad. They smacked everybody in the West. They didn't do anything as far as overall in MLS, but they did really well in season. Seattle Sounders got second. LAFC got third, who made it all the way to the final. They won the Western side. Colorado got the wooden spoon on the West side. They got last place with 27 points. LA Galaxy, Carson was right in front of them. I just wanted to call that out just because that's funny. Our San Jose Earthquakes got the last playoff spot on decision day. They had 44 points, but because of that last match and how they just gave up like that, they had to go play in Kansas City, and then they got eliminated.
They really lost. I thought they died.
The last match of the season, I think they might have tied, but they had to win, right?
Okay.
I forgot what it was, but they needed to just not fuck up, and they fucked up, right? Was the big thing.
Per usual, San Jose style.
The semifinals for the Western Conference last year was Seattle versus LAFC, and Seattle was coming in really hot. LAFC beat them, and then Houston was the big surprise, along with Kansas City, both being surprises on the other side. Houston won. And then they lost to LAFC, and LAFC went on to lose against Columbus Crew in the championship. And that crazy, if you remember, Sporting Kansas City beat St. Louis City 4-1.
Yeah.
At home in St. Louis.
That was after they played the Quakes, right?
Yeah. So they beat the Quakes. Then the next match, they go to St. Louis, and everyone's like, oh, brother, they're going to get smacked. And then the first match, they beat St. Louis 4-1 away.
I just remember the Irish. What's that Irish guy? Barabon. He was just balling out on
Johnny
them.
Russell was fucking monster. Jesus.
He did it against Chivas in the Leagues Cup, and then he did it más calmadón during the season. But as soon as he played the Quakes, they turned it on.
Yep. They were the hottest team the second half of the season.
Yeah, going into
playoffs, and that's all you need, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say in Liga MX too, right? It doesn't matter how you do; it's how you finish the season.
Yeah.
Esos son los que dan miedo. Kansas City was balling out all the way into the playoffs, and it took them to a really good spot, semifinals on the Western side. But yeah, we'll get right to it. We're going to be starting off with whatever order transfer market has, but we're going to start off with Austin
FC.
Austin, who has been disappointing the past couple seasons, just to put it lightly. Last season, Austin FC got the third to last, 12th place in the West, so not great after doing really good the past couple seasons with Drew UC and all the ballers that they have on their team.
Yeah, last season, that Haitian team completely embarrassed them. So the fans were really upset for most of the season.
People were saying that was the moment that things just flipped.
Violet.
I don't know if they lost the locker room or if they lost confidence in the coach, they lost confidence in themselves. But after that, they just did not do good. And they didn't do good this transfer window. They didn't do much.
No.
The only one that I really wanted to call out myself was Diego Rubio, who was coming in on a free transfer from Colorado.
From the wooden spoon, right?
From the wooden spoon. Yeah, Diego Rubio, a striker out of Chile. Apparently, he's half German. I did not know that. Goddamn. But yeah, 30-year-old striker who wasn't doing that great at Colorado and just trying to find some new life in Austin.
Yeah, 4 goals, 17 games last season. So not too many goals from him. And then the previous season was 16 goals in 33 games. So
nothing to write home
seems like
about.
he's going down. Who knows? Maybe in Austin he'll pick it back up.
Yeah, but Austin's tried to do that with Will Bruin, who was ex-Seattle. They tried to do that with Sardes. Yeah. They had him a couple seasons ago. So I think they need more oomph. They need one of those South American transfers like a Driussi when they brought him in, right? Stud. Get somebody else.
They're trying to ball on the budget, but it's just the way they're doing it. It's not working out.
Maybe they went a little too top heavy the first season. But
they're trying to balance.
No les alcanza la feria. No. They don't got that money. But outside of that, nothing, man. Stephen Cleveland, the backup keeper from Seattle, is coming on a free. But what's that going to do? Maybe want to keep an eye out. Guillermo Biro. Did you see that dude? Brasileño from Mirassol in Brazil. 23-year-old left back. But, no.
It's a project for sure. But I feel like Austin needed at least one player to be like the star player. Like
we say that a lot. Like, if you're lower table, you need something to make you not lower table.
Yeah.
And they're not doing that. So, what are we expecting? We're not expecting improvement.
Like, you want to be, if you're lower table last season, maybe shoot for, mid-table with, a decent DP. And then maybe next season you'll have a little bit more money. By the way, that's be a contender.
Yeah. Their coach came out and said that he thinks Driussi is the best player in the league, which can be argued. But, ¿qué le estás haciendo para ayudarle? If you're not helping him, ¿de qué sirve?
Building something around him. Entonces.
Yeah. And, maybe they're trying to save up a little bit of cash. They did have some players out. Johan Romaña, center back, going to San Lorenzo, de Argentina. Let's go. For $700K. Ahí está
algo. En todos los argentinos tienen más o menos lanita.
Got some money.
Otro guy that left was Nick Lima, the Bay Area native from Castro Valley.
Yeah, ex-Quake.
Going to New England for $255K.
Hell yeah. So Quake's master class. They gave him up for $500. Beautiful.
Let's go.
But no. You need more. They got rid of a bunch of players. Maxi Urruti has been a big staple for them. Going back to Platense in Argentina. No, that's not what you need. You need players coming in. You need bigger names. Will Bruin, the striker, retired. No. All right, let's keep it moving. Transfers coming in for St. Louis. They got a couple of cheap moves, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They got Nicolas Dier, left back from Midtjylland. We always have trouble pronouncing the name. Midtjylland.
That same one every time.
Midtjylland from the Danish league, right? For $500K. Not bad. That's a good squad. Evander came from there for Portland. They sometimes play Europa League. Yeah. They're good team.
Yeah, he did all right back home. Wasn't too productive, but it's just another Nordic player coming in. Same thing with Thomas Tolland. He's Norwegian, so another Nordic player. He's actually Norwegian American.
Ooh.
So
Berhalter's ears pricked up. Raises his eyebrows.
But he's a right back, so they got 2 outside backs to complement that back line. These are solid pickups for St. Louis, balling on a budget. Tu sabes?
Yeah, you got to do what you can. Going out from them, Nicolas Gioacchini is going to Como, who I believe is in the Italian second division.
In the second division, yeah.
Jesus.
Says Fabregas owns part of that squad, and he actually plays there.
The GOAT. Jesus
Liverpool,
Christ.
No, Arsenal legend, right?
Arsenal legend. También Chelsea, but
Chelsea.
we don't talk about that part of his career. But yeah, Barcelona. But yeah, that's kind of wild that a second division team in Italy is spending $2 million on him. He's only 23. He already went to Europe, came back, was a big signing for St. Louis when he came back with their big first season, right? He did good here. Now goes back, I don't know, to try to test his luck on a team that might go up, but that's a little bit wild.
He had 10 goals in 37 games last season for St. Louis, so he's just center forward, Maton. yeah, we'll see how well he does out there. I think it's a good level for him to like transition to.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can have some good players allá que les sirvan balones and score some goals.
Pero the one that I wanted to call out going out from St. Louis, Miguel Perez, 18-year-old baller.
Baller.
Keep an eye out on this guy. Going to Birmingham Legion FC
Hey,
out,
go.
out in Alabama on a loan. Yeah, they're not going to sell this kid. He already has a $2 million market value.
It's kind of wild.
This guy's a stud center mid. Keep an eye on him. He debuted this past season with St. Louis. Very good. He is a dual national Mexican American. So keep an eye out on him. He's in a lot of for my collector heads, for my trading card collector heads. He has his signature, his auto card is out in distribution with a lot of these packs, and they're one of the most valued ones. People are looking for them.
Let's go.
Because they're expecting this kid to blow up. So just keep an eye out, folks. I'm just saying. All right, let's keep it on moving to Minnesota United. We're talking Minnesota. They got Jordan Adebayo Smith, who I consider a very good youth player coming in from New England Revolution 2 from their youth academy. I believe he debuted and did pretty good last season. So I'm excited to see if they can give him some minutes.
23-year-old, so not super young, but can still have a good career ahead of him. Somebody I wanted to call out was Victor Eriksson, center back, 23-year-old coming from Varmo out of the Swedish league. So another Nordic player to the MLS. He had 30 games last season.
The one thing I want to call out, it's interesting how many Nordic players come.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because like a lot of their leagues are stopped because of the snow, right? Because they have very gnarly winters. If they're just like a little bit more convinced to come MLS because they're like, hey, I'm not playing right now.
The weather's better.
The weather's better.
US.
Yeah. I mean, I visited, I went to SF that one time, so maybe I'll like it. And then they just move out here. But yeah.
They don't come to the Quakes, though.
No, they do not come to the Quakes. God damn, y'all should. The Bay Area is beautiful. All right. Going out. I don't have anybody else going in. Going out. Not much there either, but Young Regus, ex Earthquakes. He's going to Houston, and he's plug and play there as Hector Herrera has been injured.
Mender Garcia, 3 goals in 36 games last season, so not productive at all. That's probably what they told him.
But yeah, going back to Independiente. Keep it on moving then to LAFC. LAFC, I think, is going to be the big chunk of our segment here. They did a lot of movement. They took up the majority of what the Western Conference actually did. The biggest name, the biggest splash is Omar Campos, my tocayo, right out of Santos Laguna. 21-year-old left back, very aggressive left back, attacks a lot, sends a lot of good crosses. Pretty short guy, kind of skinny dude, but very good player. 4.6 million euros for him.
Jeez.
That's a pretty penny, about $5 million. But yeah, out of Santos Laguna, a lot expected out of him. Plug and play starter. He already played. He's already starting for them. But yeah, they're expecting big things out of him. Yeah,
they're expecting him to be in LA for maybe a season and 2, and then go to Europe. He was already rumored to go to PSV, like the Netherlands, some of these developmental leagues in Europe, from Santos, which would have been preferred, but now he's in LA. It seems like MLS teams are more lenient or more accepting of selling them.
Yep.
So hopefully it does happen for him. And like you said, plug and play. He's already assisting for LAFC. So, excited to see him.
Yeah, hopefully he does well there. And like you said, there's been a lot of rumors that Santos was blocking his transfer out to Europe because they wanted more money. They got that more money from LAFC. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting if in a year or 2 he goes to Europe from LAFC for less money or for more money.
Yeah.
Studies need to be done on that. Like, what's going on there? Like, do teams go to MLS teams more for youth players, no matter where they're from, or is it that Liga MX teams really block transfers that?
And now that we're talking about this, it reminds me of that Pizarro where he moved to Inter Miami because he wanted to go to Europe. So I'm wondering if like maybe he was one of the, because everybody laughed at him, right?
Yeah.
¿Cómo va a ser a la MLS to go to Europe? Like, who does that?
Yep.
But, if Omar Campos does eventually go to Europe after a season or two, it's like, all right, maybe more Mexican players are going to be like,
Yeah.
maybe that's the move.
But the difference is Inter Miami was one of the worst teams in the league, and LAFC is like one of the best in North America.
And age-wise as well.
Right? And it's
Omar Campos is a lot younger than Pizarro was.
A lot younger, and it just overall thinking of going to LAFC is a lot different than thinking of going to that Inter back in the day.
Back then, when they were just starting.
This LAFC is bringing in hot talent and exporting it, right? You can go here and then leave somewhere better. So we got David Martinez, a Venezuelan right winger, 18-year-old coming into the league.
Yeah, 11 games, 2 goals for this 18-year-old, left-footed, encarador, le gusta tirar, le gusta take on players. So it's going to be really interesting seeing this kid. A lot of Venezuelan talent kind of coming out. Their national team is getting a lot better as well. So he already debuted in a friendly against Guatemala with Venezuela. So super excited to see him. And he was he was already part of the bench team. He hasn't played for them yet, pero a ver qué tal.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll bring him on. There's no rush to get him in, but yeah, from Monagas, they came for $3.2 million. The biggest transfer, I think, one of the biggest names coming in this season, other than Luis Suarez, is Hugo Lloris.
Sheesh.
Coming in from Tottenham on a free transfer.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That's dope.
Yeah, you can hate on how much he's charging, how much like his salary is, or whatever if he's a DP player, right? But at the end of the day, they didn't pay anything to get him.
Yep.
He is a World Cup winner.
Yep. Baller.
One of the best keepers that in the past decade or so, right? At least. A lot of keepers cannot hold the candle to him, and LAFC locked him down because of that enticement of playing in LA and playing on that team, the new team in LA, right? Like, so kudos to LA for locking him down.
The fans, with the stadium, the location, California, Hollywood, like a lot of players want to come to LA for that reason. Still 37 years old, so he's a bit on the older side of things, but quality's still there.
Yeah, he's got time though. He's got a couple years.
Ochoa is playing like at 40 something, no?
Yeah, and this fool in MLS, I mean, he got 3-4 years in him at least. You got anybody else?
No, Ochoa's 38.
Oh shit, goddamn.
Eduardo Atuesta coming back on loan.
Yeah, so Eduardo Atuesta used to play for LAFC. Yeah, right. A couple seasons ago he was there. He was considered one of the best players of all time for LAFC until now. Considered one of the best midfielders MLS has seen. And he went to Palmeiras, which was at that point seen as a stepping stone in his career, hopefully to Europe. He hasn't been doing great with Palmeiras, and he's now coming back on loan, right? So who knows if he does well and he's a fan favorite, obviously, maybe they'll buy him outright. LAFC bringing more pieces to the puzzle that can help them three-peat to the MLS Cup, right? They made it the past two, won one out of those two, but they can make it back easily. Going out from LAFC, I got Diego Palacios, who's a big staple in that back line. He's going to Corinthians, so he's going down south. And they let him go on a free. That was kind of bad business, my guys.
I guess, yeah. Learning.
He's a baller. He's a stud.
Somebody else going out, Maxime Crepeau.
Mm-hmm.
MLS Cup winner with LAFC. It's crazy they're letting him go. Was it on a free?
Yep.
On a free. I mean, I understand that Hugo Lloris is coming in, but to let somebody so talented like Crepeau go on a free, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, they didn't make a single fucking dollar off of their transfers. Everybody's on a free. Kellen Acosta.
También.
U.S. men's national team staple as well a couple of years back. I'll just throw that in there. But very good center mid. Always has his teams fighting for the top spots in the league. And he goes to Chicago on a free.
Great pickup for Chicago, but not so much letting him go on a free from LAFC.
Exactly. They let go of John McCarthy as well to LA Galaxy. A lot of fans aren't happy that he left to the...
Damn, he switched sides.
Yeah, he left to the other team in town.
I mean, they're not from the same town, but...
Yeah, kind of technically.
Christian Torres to Tapatio. This part of the Chivas building. They're young guns, young players. But yeah, it's a good move from him.
building la mejor cantera de todos los Américas, dice.
Menos mi América.
No. I got a couple more to name here, just super quick. I'll lightning round them. Tony Leon is an up-and-coming youth Mexican center back. He's played with all the youth levels for Mexico. He was the eternal backup to Chiellini and every starter for LAFC. He's a youth player, but he's going to Monterrey.
Which is wild because they have a lot of young players también at the back line.
Yeah, they have Victor Guzman there, right? But I think they're just getting him ready to be just the next guy. If one of them leaves to Europe, right? They were kind of overexposed when Montes left. Cesar Montes left, so I think they're just getting themselves ready. Using all that money that they don't have any problem with spending. They also got rid of Stipe Buke, who's going to Real Valladolid in the second division of Spain on a free. Everybody on a free. Hey, and then Carlos Vela still doesn't have a club.
Is he going to Carson FC?
Is the rumor Carson? No, he's got to come to Chivas. Chicharito, convince him.
No, I feel like he'd like Mexico City better.
I don't think. I don't think he would go back to Mexico at all. Honestly, I think he's gonna find a team here. All right, let's move on to our poderosísimos San Jose Earthquakes de nuestros corazones. Los Terremotos. The biggest name, they got Amal Pellegrino from Bodo Glimt for $260K.
Let's go. Mans was just playing Europa Conference League.
Yeah, Conference League, yeah.
And better come in hot. Score some goals for us.
He was scoring in Conference League. He is Norwegian, Tanzanian, dual national.
Yep.
He is a proven killer, man.
Yeah, and even the few minutes he's had, he's been looking good.
With the couple that he's played, he's all right. He needs to take that starting spot for them already and just take over the league. But he had 2 seasons in a row, the last 2 where he was the leading scorer in that Norwegian league, and he's a winger. And he was leading them by over 10 goals.
Let's go.
So, I don't know,
hey,
that says something.
We didn't say any Nordic, but actually we got one.
Yeah, Quakes got somebody.
Hey, let's go.
Maso man, let's go.
William Yarbrough, he's coming in from Colorado, a goalkeeper, longtime Leon player. Then he went to Colorado, and now he's coming into the Quakes. Interesting pickup from them because I know Marcinkowski is out with a knee injury, but they also have the goalie Daniel, but they also have Emi Ochoa, Selena's native.
And they got that random dude from Europe.
Poland.
Yeah.
And it's they're bringing in 2 goalkeepers this transfer window, and it's where's Emi going to play into this?
In su casa. There's a rumor that Daniel's out. That they're going to mid-season, that they're going to sell him to flip him for a lot of money.
Oh, wow.
So, if they get a lot of money, I'll sign him too. What's good? I'll pack his bags.
I'm dead. I'll take him to the airport.
I'll be a super. Preston Judd came over from Carson FC for $182K. A little something. Nomás algo, un dinerito ahí está.
Yeah, Bruno Wilson, center back, 27-year-old from Vizela.
Yeah, I like this one.
Vizela, last place in the Portuguese league, but hey, he did well for them last season.
Hey, what's the difference if you get somebody last place from first division versus those second division ballers?
Yeah,
right?
Daniel was second division.
Yeah.
Our goalkeeper, this guy, hopefully he balls out for us.
I think he can. He's still, they're all in their late 20s, early 30s in those golden years, right? Nomás digo yo por ser. You're at your prime.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm around that age. Victor Costa, también, coming from Maritimo, outside back, because the Quakes needed a left back, right? But we've been calling it out. The Quakes really need a 10 urgently, right? We need that cam.
On the ASAP, like yesterday.
La semana pasada, because se les va el tiempo.
Por favor, tráeme un 10 que sea chingón.
Yeah, somebody que reparte el queso, güey, que mueva todo, que haga el cerebro, se dice, ¿no?
Porque Espinosa needs that help.
They do. The attack needs that help. They need somebody that can do it themselves. Because going out from the Quakes, they lost Kate Cowell to Chivas for around $4 million.
Yep.
That's that big money.
That's that moolah.
That's where you got it. They haven't spent it either, so I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're playing around with it. They also lost Miguel Trauco, who famously scored that big old banger from the corner.
Yeah. The left back.
Yeah, he almost got nominated for a Puskas, I bet. No, he didn't, but he probably almost
Jamiro Monteiro also left to Gaziantep. some team in Turkey.
Wow.
Con todo respeto. But center midfielder on a free. So we're letting go on frees, bro.
No.
He was a DP, so.
He was a DP, and then the Quakes just didn't resign him.
Yeah.
Right? So then it came down to, like, are we going to get him for another year or just let him go? And they were just like,
Pues, ahí quedó.
But that's what you got to do, Quakes. If you're going to let him go, get somebody else better. Right? No, you just can't sit on hands. All right, let's move on to Seattle. They got Pedro de la Vega as the biggest name out there in Seattle. 22-year-old Argentino, Italiano, dual national.
From Lanús.
Yeah.
6.4 million euros.
Damn.
Around $7 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's big money.
Yeah, for a right winger.
For a right winger.
He's solid. He's super raw, man. Like this guy, I think they can get their money's worth. He came on the first match and he scored a penalty.
Okay.
So he's like, aquí estoy, cabrones.
Para que vean, soy de La Vega.
Yeah, soy de La Vega. Los voy a mandar a La Vega.
Another one they got picked up was Nathan. Quakes center back. Se nos fue.
Se nos fue. But the Quakes got another center back, which is good. They actually did that right. But yeah, best of luck to him. I'm sure he's going to kill it out there.
On a free, otro on a free.
Yeah, they should have got a little something. But he tore his ACL, remember? He is super
he was out mostly all season, no? Last season.
They got rid of Nicolás Lodeiro to Orlando. He scored a goal first match already. Pa que aprendan, cabrones. Don't let these fools go. All right, let's move it on. Houston Dynamo. A lot of these are starting to get thin, folks. Houston Dynamo, they got Sebastian Ferreira, who's a baller, but he was on loan at Vasco da Gama. Now he's back.
Hey, they also got Jan Grey Goose. We talked about him earlier from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Center midfielder, 33 years old, so on a free. That's a good
Let's
pickup.
go.
To kind of give that Houston Dynamo depth because Hector Herrera's out right now.
Yep. Coming out from Houston, Matias Vera. They paid almost $1 million to San Lorenzo. Now he's going on a free to Olimpia.
Jeez, back to South America, but you just lost out on $1 million.
Typical masterclass by South American teams getting these ballers on a free after
Disaster class.
after MLS pays for them.
Freaking Houston Dynamo.
All right, let's keep it chugging along. FC Dallas, the biggest transfer coming in, one of the biggest as well across all of MLS. Peter Musa.
Damn. I'm just looking at this 9 million euros, so nearly $10 million from Benfica.
25-year-old Croatian striker who had the world in the palm of his hand at Benfica. The coach for the Croatian team was probably, oh shit, I got my next striker ready. Luego se les va para la MLS to Dallas to play with Jesus Ferreira.
I'm dead, dude. ¿Cómo que Jesus Ferreira? Es el mejor que tiene US.
Well, see, he's a baller. He's good. But
yeah, that's crazy money. Center forward. I mean, he has to be in the top goal scoring sheets.
He's got to be. By that much, bro, you better be a mile ahead. Nombre.
Otro coming in, Omar Gonzalez, tu tocayo. You just saw him on the sideline on these past few games. He's just happy to be there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just getting paid. It's okay. They got Ines Sali, 17-year-old left winger, Belgian Canadian dual national. Oof. From FZV Farul.
From the Romanian league. Wow.
Yeah. They be
MLS
pulling these fools out.
From these...
Almost $3 million for some fool that I've never heard of.
No, 17 years old though. That's crazy.
God damn, de la high school agarraron.
Pues casi.
Ya tienen high school? Ahora.
But yeah, that's crazy. Going out, we got Facundo Quignon.
Quiñón, güey. Se dice como una ñ.
Oh, ándale. Sorry, Spanish was my second language. Just kidding. Defensive midfielder going to Belgrano on a free. Dale, otro.
Puro Belgrano, cabrones. Just came up from the second division in Argentina a couple years back. Let's go. They also got rid of Antonio Carrera, who's going on loan to North Carolina, Mexican-American dual national.
Yeah, the kid with the fro.
Yeah, a little bit of a fro.
He has a brother somewhere.
In Europe somewhere, in like a lower division, yeah. Real Salt Lake, Matt Crooks is coming in. They got an attacking mid from Middlesbrough. They got a cam. A British cam. You don't see them too often.
We should have picked them up.
But they got him.
$1 million fee.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. 30 years old. Let's go. Real Salt Lake also got Alexandros Katranis, Greece left back coming from the Polish league. 25 years old. Rubio Rubin going out from RSL to Querétaro. our beloved Querétaro, they need a center forward. They're getting a center forward Guatemalteco Americano on loan.
Nice. Coming into Real Salt Lake, I have Fidel Barajas, 17-year-old Mexican-American coming from Charleston. One to keep an eye out for. He might not get a lot of minutes because he's still young, but when he does come in, he's got to take advantage.
Julio Benitez coming in from Forward Madison. He was on a loan, but now he's back. 18-year-old defensive midfielder. Hopefully get some minutes this season.
Coming out, Jefferson Savarino.
Yeah.
He's leaving for Botafogo.
Our club.
For almost $2.5 million. They recovered their money. They paid right around that amount to get him from South America. So they just sent him right back. Said, toma las gracias.
Venezuelan Italian. That's an interesting combo.
Stud for the Venezuelan team.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving. Vancouver Whitecaps. Big name coming in. Bjorn Inge Utvik. And by I mean big name, I just mean long. That's about it.
27-year-old center back from another Nordic country and team, Salzburg 08.
Yeah, in the Norwegian League. Nice.
On a free.
Okay, I mean, I hope so. Goddamn. How would you pay for that for? Belal Halboini. I got him coming in from Magdeburg in Germany. Syrian-Canadian dual national.
Fafa Picault.
Portland Timbers, I literally got nobody coming in. I mean, Kamal Miller, we talked about him last episode too, right? A good center back coming there because he was homies with Phil Neville.
Mm-hmm.
So he brought his center back. He's like, vente pa acá, let's do it.
Going out, Brian Acosta, the Hondureño, 30-year-old center midfielder, going to Gaziantep FK, Turkish team.
Coming out, I got Sebastián Blanco, another veteran creative player leaving. Another one of these short, creativo, Argentino, South American ballers going to San Lorenzo también. San Lorenzo building an MLS team. Let's go. Our Oakland Roots, they got Justin Rasmussen, a left back on a free. You know, it's always good when a USL team gets an ex-MLS player. One more coming out, Niezgoda. He was a killer at Portland. He's now without a club. Portland paid about $3.45 million to Lechia Warsaw for him, and now he's just
he's probably in Poland right now,
chilling. Con el cheque.
Who's got trials?
Yeah, he's like, cuando me dé ganas, I'll go.
Sí, ahorita no.
All right, let's move it on to Sporting Kansas City. The only one I wanted to call out there coming in, Alenis Vargas, 20-year-old Honduran forward from the Costa Rican League.
Let's go. Probably the homies from Costa Rica, Los Ticos, know about him.
Yeah, pura vida. I don't even know if we'll get minutes, but let's go.
Coming out, we got Gadi Kinda. I feel like talked about him before. Israeli, Ethiopian attacking midfielder going to Maccabi Haifa. Maccabi Haifa just passing the conference league. They're in the round of or the quarterfinals now.
That's the team that had Sam Cohen, the American goalkeeper. Yeah. And then they got rid of two Sporting Kansas City goats. They said, a la verga, let's refresh this shit. They got rid of Roger Espinosa.
Yep.
Que nomás andaba echando leña, güey, ese güey. Nomás te le ponías like, vámonos, cabrón. And Graham Suzy, ex-U.S. men's national team when they, a couple years ago, 10 years ago
Both
or so.
of them 37-year-olds, so yeah, they're a bit on the older side.
Down to USL, let's go.
Vámonos.
Or to the TST, to the soccer tournament. Let's go.
Streaming, fuck it.
Let's move it on. I got nobody else there. Transfers coming in for Colorado Rapids. Jordi Mihailovic. Colorado got some good names, but Jordi Mihailovic is the big one, big ticket. Almost 3 million euros from Aseta Alkmaar, ex MLSer before with Montreal, coming back to Colorado Rapids, trying to turn them around.
Yeah, and another big name is Zach Steffen, Manchester City goalkeeper. Coming back to the MLS, only 28 years old, so still has plenty of life here in the MLS. Hopefully he can pick up form because Manchester City and then wherever he went on loan, he just didn't look so good.
Yeah, y se comió 4 week 1.
Se come.
Se come
Pero
todo.
hopefully in the MLS, va mejor.
A ver. They got Omir Fernandez, my almost tocayo, on a free from New York Red Bulls. Solid player to keep an eye out on. They got Sam Vines from Royal Antwerp, ex-Colorado, coming back. So they're trying to beef up that back line, beef up everything.
Yeah,
they
man.
got to. Yeah, Luis Diaz is also leaving. Baller Costarricense. He was really good at Columbus Crew a couple years back. But he's going to Saprissa. They need him the other day versus Philly.
Yeah, and then leaving as well is Gustavo Vallecita, 24-year-old Ecuadorian center back going to La Universidad Católica.
La U Católica.
La U.
Let's go. And last but not least, we got Carson FC. We got Los Angeles Galaxy. They have some big names coming in. I gotta pay my respect. They got Gabriel Peck, 22-year-old Brazilian Portuguese player from Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama.
They paid almost $10 million for him.
Jeez,
Dios mío.
otro. Right winger. They got 2 right wingers. They got Joseph Payne still.
They could swap them, so that's kind of what they did over the weekend.
Got it. So he's from Ghana, right winger, from Genk in Belgium. Ex compañero de
Arteaga.
Arteaga.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, this guy's a baller. Week 1, he already killed it. Like, they're expecting big things from him. If not double-digit goals, double-digit assists, something.
Yeah, they're both still young, so they still got plenty of life. 22 for Gabriel, and then Joseph's 26.
Yeah.
So peaking in his career.
They still need that striker, though. Who's going to push it in, right? Coming out from LA Galaxy, Chicharito on a free, right? His contract just ended, and then he went to Chivas. Big for me. Michael Barrios, forever MLSer. He's leaving MLS finally to Club Deportivo América, not your América, pero el de Colombia.
For real, the red jersey one.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd is also going to Nashville, New Zealand. I didn't know he's from New Zealand.
Yeah, and then Jonathan Klinsmann is Jurgen Klinsmann's son. He's going to Cesena in Serie C in Italy. You know, when you're a bit of a Nepo baby, you can just go to the 3rd division in the country.
Go so far.
Yeah, you just
didn't make it in the MLS.
Yeah, go to the 3rd division in Italy and just go have fun.
Yeah.
Take your friends.
The beaches out there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need that much money.
Spaghetti.
Your dad's a coach and makes a lot of money. You'll be fine.
They may not like him, but he's got money.
Yeah, true. Nobody likes him, but he did get paid. All right, folks, that is the entirety of the Western Conference. We hope you enjoyed that. Let us know what players you're excited about, who you want to see play, who's going to kill it, who's your favorite. I mean, there's some big names. I mean, the dude, Gabriel Peck from Galaxy.
Our boy from
Pellegrino from the Earthquakes. We got Pedro de la Vega from Seattle's huge. That's in Seattle. Peter Musa from Benfica coming to Dallas. Like, no shortage of big names coming even to the Western Conference. Big things to be excited about this season. So let's get pumped. And let's turn up. Let's go, Quakes. Hopefully they kill it this season.
Hopefully they make it a playoffs, cabrones.
They
at
better.
Least.
Hijos de su madre, because they're not anywhere keeping on pace with the big signings these other teams are doing. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy that. Let us know what you guys want to hear, and we'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Peace, folks.